Hello, my name is Anthony Monge, and I will be discussing the use of social media in secondary schools. Social media is the ability to communicate and share information in virtual communities and networks. Social networking sites have three underlying features. First, users create profiles that describe themselves to others. Second, profiles display the friends of that individual. Finally, users can click on profiles and friends to traverse wider social networks. Social interaction in these online communities work much the same as offline relationships. Online social networks are now an integrated part of daily life. But just how do these media platforms affect human development, relationships, and interactions in secondary schools? We'll discuss these later. Social media can be used in many different ways. But there is pressure for schools to use social media to engage students, and it is increasing as policymakers, researchers, and adults begin to understand just how integrated young people are with these tools. Social media has integrated itself into almost every aspect of a young person's life. Yet in schools, it is banned. A majority of district administrators believe that social technologies can improve student learning, yet these same administrators ban students from accessing their social networking sites. 70% of school districts enact policies that ban students from accessing the social media. The response from education administrators has been to block access to these sites and attempt to create their own versions for academic use. They believe that users of social media spend too much time online and less time studying. Students can learn in new ways using social media, and educators should embrace these instead of believing that they are negative. This is why most schools are behind. Social technologies capture the attention of students, and teachers and educators need to take the advantage of these social media. Technology is here to stay, and educational institutions are the last ones to fully utilize new digital tools. Students today spend nearly 10 hours per day using some form of technology, with social network sites being a large part of their daily lives. They are frontline soldiers when it comes to new technologies. They test new technologies and pretty much determine whether they will take off or not. They have very easy access to technology and social media, with it being available on mobile devices and computers, and wireless being available in almost every store nowadays. Teenagers are easily accessible and influenced by social media. They are digital natives, having grown up around technology for their entire life. It shapes all aspects of their lives. While teenagers are engaged with technology and social media, they are ever more disengaged from another major component of their lives: school. Analysis find that nearly 30% of high school students do not obtain their diploma on time. School and social media are seen as separate institutions. Blending these two could be beneficial for school-based goals, as teens become subject matter experts through peer teaching using social media. Young people who use social networking sites appear to be much more comfortable networking with others, creating their own multimedia, and learning new media literacy skills that are essential in an increasingly technology-mediated world. Schools should leverage already existing tools and social networks to engage students. Students are increasingly wired and connected via computers, mobile devices, and social media. Therefore, integrating these tools in all aspects of life, including schools, would be a great idea. Students are not properly being prepared for the technology needs of tomorrow. Courses are offered for students to learn how to use these technologies, yet they are not required. It would be very important for students to learn how to properly protect themselves when online. It is vital for schools, parents, and teachers to educate youth about positive uses of social networking sites. There should also be education for children on how to use these things properly and how to have proper online behavior. It is a competitive and changing world, and technology changes just as fast as the seasons do. So children need to be educated and caught up on all these technological nuances. With technology, there are endless possibilities. Teachers and educators need to keep up with technology. Therefore, they can teach the students on all the new technologies and innovations of every season. There are several challenges that educators see when it comes to integrating social media in their classrooms. The first being the distractions that come with social media. Social media allows students to participate and interact with others, therefore not only being focused solely on academics. Opening up social media access to students also brings up the concern of content. Educators are concerned about the content of social media because they are not able to properly filter what is accessed. Cost is another challenge that many educators believe is a debilitating factor as to why social media is not integrated into schools. Although using current social media that is available now would be very little cost, creating new social media that is purely for academic use can be very costly and time consuming. And the success of it would completely depend on the teacher's use and integration to their current curriculum. And since social media is always changing, it can be very costly to keep up with those changes for a school district. Therefore, using current social media that is already established and used by students would probably be the best way for schools to integrate social media into their curriculum. It seems that social media will have a constant presence in the near foreseeable future. Youth use these technologies to develop relationships, hang out with friends, and learn new skills. Perhaps if educators began to integrate these technologies into learning, they would increase student engagement and achievement in school. The fact that these networking sites are fun and a part of their life, their daily life, suggests that educators should leverage these tools to increase engagement with school activities. Users of social media are more likely to participate in extracurricular activities. Social media has begun to make its way from the background and an afterthought to the foreground and now being widely accepted as a tool in classrooms. These social technologies offer tremendous potential to change how we educate students in this media-driven landscape. Social media is one of the trendiest ways teachers are enhancing lessons and engaging students both in and out of the classroom. Technology will never go away, and social media will continue to shape our children's life experiences in even deeper ways. Now, as a society, we should ask ourselves how these new technologies will impact our next generation of youth, both socially and intellectually, and how we can use these technologies to our advantage in education.